Why is my phone $1,000 and definitely not as cool or advanced as the ones that are in Europe or Asia or anywhere else in the world except for here?
Because they can't make huge profits in the U.S. if they don't control the market.
Wow. And I thought I was the only one with a chip on my shoulder. Looks like somebody else has a chip on their shoulder.
Hey, speaking of chips, all right, stay with me on this one. Fish and chips. London, Knights of the Realm. Sir Elton John.
Yeah. All right, we'll interview Sir Elton John, and we'll ask him to bring us one of them new, cool, foldable phones when he comes in for the interview.
Now, see, that would be awesome, especially if he had Rocket Man technology.
Oh, I got that. That was a segue for his new movie that's coming out, Rocket Man. Then my segue should be about our genuine positive, no, our phrase origin story, and that would just take the cake.
Perfect. All characters, events, and interviews in this show, even those based on real people, are entirely fictional. All celebrity voices and answers are impersonated by untrained individuals. This is just for fun and is how we would like the conversation to go.
Welcome to What Happened to the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott, and this is a tale of how bad life decisions definitely led to a YouTube show.
And we're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today. And what I've noticed is there is no snow behind you, but there is green stuff.
Yes, we actually, are you ready for this? We actually hit 60 degrees for one day. And now we're in the 40s and 50s during the day.
Having a
all
heat
of a sudden,
wave.
what pokes out of the ground?
A tropical heat wave.
It kind of feels like it. That day that it hit 60 degrees, it was also kind of humid because we had some rain coming in.
Really?
And I actually went outside without a shirt on because it was so warm.
You went outside with a shirt on?
Without a shirt on.
Oh.
61 degrees is what it was, and it felt like 80 to us because, you know, we went from minus 12 to 60 degrees in a week.
Did it scare the neighbors?
No. They're used to
without a shirt on?
Yeah.
He's white. He's not tan yet. Ah!
Yeah, that is kind of funny because I'm definitely pasty white right now.
Yes, but you are of the ethnicity that will actually tan. I am of
Yes.
the ethnicity that will burn.
Which is
And
really cool because you do look interesting with that
being pale again.
Skin. So, I don't know. I find it interesting anyway.
Do you?
You know what's really been irritating me for the past couple of years?
Besides me?
You don't really irritate me. You're just a nuisance.
Oh, okay. So what's been irritating you for the past couple of years?
For 100 years, it was the technology was the United States or Germany were the two big tech leaders.
That's because we had the Roswell crash and we had the alien spacecraft.
I suppose that's possible, but even before that though, because that was later. Because during World War II, we were inventing incredible stuff. Well, starting World War I.
Those were movies. Those aren't real. Captain America, they didn't really do that in World War II.
No. Yeah, not that kind of technology.
Oh.
So,
okay.
But the first thing I noticed was certain things my friends in Europe had, and I'm like, why can't we get this here? And I looked it up, and it's true, you couldn't get it here. And
so this is legit one of the things we've noticed that's going on in the world that is actually really, really cool, and I'm also really jealous.
Yes.
So we've talked about this. Phone technology here in the United States has become a moneymaker for them.
Yes.
In the last couple of years, they came out with phones 7, 9, and 10, right?
Right.
No, 7, 8, and 10. There was no 9.
And they're selling phones that cost less than $50 to make for $1,000.
Yes. Do you know why there was no 9? There was an Apple 7. Then Apple 8 came out, and they went right to Apple 10.
Right,
you know why?
789.
789.
I remember that one.
Yay! But this new phone that's out is just unbelievable. They have, it's a foldable screen phone.
Yes.
The whole phone is a screen.
Right.
And it folds.
So when you open it up all the way, it's the size of a notepad.
That's so
you
cool.
can fold it to be the size of a cell phone. And then you have a picture on both sides.
And Samsung's got one.
Yes.
Samsung has the Galaxy Fold. I've seen this company, and I don't know how to pronounce it.
Are you talking about Huawei?
Yeah, they do a lot of electronics, air conditioners and stuff like that.
They do. Now here's something that's really kind of interesting, and it kind of intrigues me because Japan was big on tech for the longest time, and we have a huge problem with quality control with a lot of Chinese products because the workers.
So they put lead in it.
Well, that too, but the workers were never trained properly. They were just thrown into a job and told to do this. So it's amazing how good and how advanced this technology that's coming out of China is. It's freaking amazing.
Yeah. They've got triple folding phones. It's just crazy.
Now, to me, it's not new because I knew about things like DVRs and stuff like that. You cannot own your own DVR. You have to rent them.
What?
Try to buy a DVR. You cannot buy a DVR. You can only rent them.
No, you can buy them. You can make them.
Well, yes.
You can make them on your computer. They have servers. They have home home media servers, what they're called.
Right.
They're awesome.
But, my friends have been telling me for years how cool their stuff is. And they show me pictures of it. And I'm like, why the hell don't we have this here? And then they tell me, yeah, it just costs 120, to them it's euros, 120 euros. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. Well, that's the advantage of you playing the games with all the people that are international.
Around the world,
yeah. You get to hear about this stuff and see this stuff. So that's why it's what happened to the world today, because Scott has that world presence out there. And I get some world stuff where people come in to Las Vegas.
Yes. Because trust me, people from around the world go to Las Vegas. It's the people from America that forget to go there because it's in the United States.
Yeah.
I still haven't been there. It just irritates me that I have not been to Las Vegas.
It does. It irritates me too. I've been here this long. You haven't come out to visit me.
No.
I've been back to visit you.
Yes. Well, no, you came back to visit your family. You just stopped by here on the way through.
No, I made you pick me up from the airport.
Well, that too. So, but it's just.
Which is fine if you want to come visit Vegas and just have me pick you up from the airport and drop you off at your hotel. I'm good with that too.
Sure, but I'd rather stay at your house. You know why?
Cheaper.
That's not why.
Better food.
That's a perk. That's not necessarily why either. But it's because I do want to do my show there, cooking your kind of food and having you.
Oh, yeah, cooking in my kitchen. That would be very cool.
I think that would be cool.
That would be super cool.
Yep.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Exactly. And granted, I can stay at the hotel and still do that. And Susie may still prefer doing the hotel because of the swimming pool, because I know you don't have a swimming pool.
I know. My new house doesn't have a swimming pool.
Her thing is sitting by the pool, being close to the bar, and just relaxing and forgetting about life.
Yep.
Well, no. Not forgetting about life, forgetting about work. More proper. So, but anywho's, let's talk about something more positive, like vacations. No.
Like what?
Well, I created a genuine positivity message for the week.
Did you?
I do.
So, speaking of vegan food, though, you got to do a vegan chili recipe. Because you know that traditional chili doesn't have meat in it anyways.
No, it's the other way around. Traditional chili doesn't have beans.
Beans in it?
Yes. It comes with meat, not with beans. The new chili has beans because it stretches it.
It stretches it like Stretch Armstrong?
Kind of, sort of.
Make it rubbery?
It's because meat became a lot more expensive, so they started adding beans to it in order to make the meal bigger with less meat.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, remember when we were in school and they started putting soybean in the hamburgers to stretch it because beef prices had gone up?
Was there ever meat in the meat at school?
There's always been meat in there because it's the law, because it was USDA grade. But
don't they just rub the meat on the machine that they're actually processing with and say there's meat in it now?
It kind of felt like it. But here's what's really weird. I actually like the soybean burgers. The soybean blend burger was actually a decent burger. It's the only thing I didn't like about it is it was a little bit gassier, and I'm German Bohemian. I don't need help with gas.
Oh yeah.
So, but anyway,
anyhow,
you got anything else on the food before we talk about my positive message?
No, let's do Scott Thomas and our genuine positivity message. Take it away, Scott Thomas.
What? It's Fun Guy the Entertainer for this.
Oh, okay. Sans that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, direct from Delavan, Wisconsin, it's Fun Guy the Entertainer and our genuine positivity message.
Thank you, Steve. It is hard to communicate with those who speak different languages, yet often music can do so. Music is universal, and those who create it help those who listen to it forget about their differences and help them understand that through music, we can all communicate.
That's true. And my favorite thing is when you hear somebody speaking a foreign language, right? And they've got an interpreter.
Yes.
And they come over and they're like, and then all of a sudden they start singing. And they sing a song in English, and they're like, you are so, and I'm like, what? Wait, what?
Yes, you can't speak English, but you can sing English.
Yeah, you sing English, and you sing English with no accent either, right? I'm like,
yeah, that's the other thing. Although there's an artist out right now, and I'm having a brain fart. I just heard her on the radio. I'm listening to it, and I said, wow, that's the first time I've ever heard an English accent in a song. Because you can hear it. It was definitely an English accent.
Well, there are some that have English accents, which I like, but... it's just fun.
Henry, yes, I am.
Henry, yes, I am. I'm getting married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was a Henry.
No. It's not Henry. It's Henry. No H.
Henry.
So I've sung that song plenty of times.
Everyone was an Henry. Never had a Willie or a Sam. I'm an 8th old man. I'm Henry.
Henry the Eighth, I am. Hey! We're talking about the British invasion, right? With these groups. Well, yes, they were part of the British invasion. The Beatles and Rolling Stones and all these guys. That was the British invasion. You know who else came from Britain around that time? Wait.
Herman's Hermits was part of the British invasion.
Yes.
And the word is actually Henry, right? It is. I mean. The lyrics
is Henry, but that's not the way they sing it because they're from the UK. It's Henry.
Okay, but they actually do. The word is Henry. Okay.
Yes, it is. It's Henry.
You were just correcting my accent.
Yes.
Yes,
I was.
Says the blind man as he picked up the hammer and saw.
And his fingers and smashed his toe with the hammer and saw.
All right, I think it's time to do an interview with an Englishman.
Ooh, hey,
we
don't want just any Englishman. We should get.
Let's do a knight.
A knight, yes, we should get a knight.
All right, good night.
Like Knight Rider.
Who is it?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Sir Elton John.
Oh, wait a minute. Elton John's not ready yet. He's still putting on his glasses. Keep introducing him. What else is he?
Formerly known as Reginald Kenneth Dwight, he is now known as Sir Elton Hercules John, live from Las Vegas.
Yes, that's me. Oh, this way. Here I am. See,
hello, Sir Elton.
Hello. That's Caesar's Palace back there. That's where I play.
Yes, it is.
I play at the Coliseum.
Well, it's not the only place you play, but that is the place you play when you're in Las Vegas.
Where else do I play in Las Vegas?
I said it's the only place you play in Las Vegas. It's just not the only place you play. You play all over the world because you are Sir Elton John.
That's right. I'm Sir Elton John. Hey, I played in a movie.
One of my favorite movies recently.
Really?
Yes.
I should move this over. Hang on.
All right. We're hanging on. And, oh, you know something? I got a little bit of tea left. So I'll drink a little bit of tea. And then I'm going to double check.
Better.
There we go.
I can't see, but it's better.
I do like the rose-colored glasses, too.
That's how I look through life, through rose-colored glasses. So what was your favorite movie that I was in?
Kingsman.
That's right. And I kicked butt in that movie, too.
Yes, you did. So well done.
Thank you. That was fun. I enjoyed that.
It was a pleasure. I always had the sneaking suspicion that you would have made a fun actor, but you were so focused on your music, you didn't do a whole lot of movies. So
I am a fun actor.
See you in this, it was just a gas.
It's a gas. Oh, that's the wrong
Right,
one.
right. That's a Stones, but nice try. So, oh, sorry. I have a pet rabbit up in my office. The cool thing is he's got the same color hair as yours.
Bring him in.
Well, he's popping around down here, but he doesn't like to be picked up.
Pick him up.
But he gets really, sometimes every once in a while he just comes up and bats me in the leg and says, like, pet me, and then I pet him, and then he goes away again.
Bummers.
So, but I'm sorry. I remember when the first song I heard of yours was Crocodile Rock.
Really?
Yes.
Cool.
And I was in grade school. Actually, it might have been junior high school at this point. And we were supposed to bring in the record with the song on it, and we were supposed to write down the words of the song, and the teacher made copies of it. They called them mimeographs back then.
Right.
And they handed it out to the kids in the class so they could follow the words along to the song. And unfortunately, because I was listening to you on an AM transistor radio.
Okay, because this was released in 1973.
Yes. I got some of the words wrong.
Oh, a lot of people get a lot of my words wrong.
Well, yes, because you.
So what words did you get wrong? I remember when Rock was young.
Yeah, that was easy.
Me and Susie had so much fun. Now, did you know that Susie was going to be your wife?
No, I did not.
Okay. Holding hands and skimming stones.
Right. Here comes the line I screwed up.
All right. Had an old gold Chevy and a place of my own.
Yes. Now, because of the way it came across on the record, on the phonograph, and hearing it on the radio, and because my neighbor had a GTO, which they called a goat, I thought it was an old goat Chevy.
That's a good. Yeah, that could be mistaken for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got reamed pretty bad at school from the bullies in the class that I, called.
Really? That you knew that a goat was that, or because a goat was a Chevy and the goat's not a Chevy?
Right. Well, I have no idea why, and of course, I didn't realize that it wasn't Chevy because I was just a kid and I wasn't into cars. But the neighbor always kept talking about his goat, which was a GTO.
Right.
So that's what went into my head when I heard the song. It sounded like.
Well, then you got the next line is what you got. And the biggest kick I ever got was from those bullies. Huh?
Yeah.
That's where you got the biggest kick, from those bullies.
Pretty much. But
was doing a thing called the Crocodile Rock.
That song.
While the other kids were rocking around the clock, you were hopping and bopping to the Crocodile Rock.
Yes. Now, my mom was a huge classical music type person, and my dad was into the 50s and 60s.
I'm a huge classical type person. I played piano.
Correct.
Classical piano.
So your music was kind of like a cross between all that, but it was modern and fresh, and that's what brought me into rock and roll. At first, I did not like rock and roll because it was loud, obnoxious, and not really all that fun to me until you did what you did with that song, and the next thing I know, I just couldn't get enough of it.
But did you get this part of the lyrics right? La 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 la.
Not only did I get it right, at the time
right?
I was still a first soprano, so I was able to hit those notes.
That's not what I asked. When you wrote the lyrics, did you get those right?
Yes.
You got those right.
I sweetly did.
Cool.
So, but I did hear a rumor that you may be coming up in another movie in the near future.
And what movie did you hear the rumor from? Spoiler alert.
Well, I know you're doing a farewell tour calling the Farewell Yellow Brick Road and Retirement Tour.
Right.
Trying to remember.
Because I'm retiring again.
Yes. I know this isn't your first time, and I know you're only retiring mostly from touring because touring is exhausting.
Yes, it is. That's why I like Vegas, because you just hang out there.
Exactly. And unfortunately, I had seen the rumor, and I thought I had copied down the right link for it, but I'm not spotting that link that I know I saved.
You know, I had a lot to do with the Lion King, right?
Oh, yes, of course. Well, the original one, too.
Oh, you know the movie you're talking about is Rocket Man.
That's it. Rocket Man.
Yeah, Rocket Man. Get it? Get it? Rocket Man?
Yes.
Rocket Man. It's going to be a movie about me.
Yes. So that should be really, really cool. And I must admit, I would love to do a duet with you. I know you've done a whole bunch of duets with other artists. I'm not famous enough to be any of them, but I'd love to do one with you because I think I can harmonize with you well.
Well, you can, but just remember, Rocket Man comes out May 31st. That's only 74 days from now.
Ooh, excellent.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. So I haven't had time to see a whole lot of movies. My wife and I have seen 2 movies in the past.
I thought you were seeing movies every Sunday, you said.
Well, that's something we would like to do. But again, it's a time thing. And, of course, we got lucky the last couple of – not this Sunday because this past Sunday was St. Patrick's Day, so we were kind of busy. But hopefully next Sunday –
beer is what you were doing.
I don't really drink beer.
No?
No, only in the summertime. So it's got to be hot for me to drink beer.
Okay.
I have tea, which is very, very English, except that it's iced tea, not hot tea.
Cool.
So, but anywho, is there any other cool information you can give us before you have to split?
Well, you know who's playing me, right?
Ooh, I thought you were going to play your. Oh, no, can't because it's about your past.
Well, it's the younger me. You know who it is, right? You talked about it. You said you liked the movie. Taron Egerton. You don't even know who Taron Egerton is.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Eggsy.
Yes.
Eggsy from
yes.
Kingsman. Come on.
You guys actually became big friends during that movie.
Yeah.
Remember that.
So he gets to play me.
So, and what I got a kick out of is, again, during the Kingsman movies, he doesn't seem like the type that would be a singer, but yet he really is good.
Yep.
So I think he did a great job with you because he got to work with you, so he got to feel the real you and not just have to go from the old videos.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you very much. I gotta go. I gotta go rock. Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was kind of awesome. So anyway, once Steve gets back from letting Elton out of the studio, I was actually on the ball and managed to have a phrase origin story for this show.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, Steve. That was kind of cool.
I was surprised you didn't know that Eggsy was doing it.
I did, and I completely forgot about it because it was already going on to the proper way.
You do panic a lot.
It's not that I panic. I just got too much crap rolling around in my head.
Don't you have screens in front of you with notes like I do?
No, I have a computer screen with my notes on it, but there's too much stuff.
Not that much.
No. See, what I need is what do they call those guys that do this? Not the engineer. Anyway, I need an executive assistant. That's what I need.
That's what you need.
So
you know what? If you did that, then she could order for you. She could order you cake.
I love cake.
And then you could take the cake.
I could. As long as I don't get in trouble. Wait, that's a phrase origin story.
Right. Right. That takes the cake.
It does. What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Yes.
I don't know.
It means to carry off the honors. It's sometimes used to express incredibly. What the heck? Incredibly? How do you say that word?
Incredulous?
Well, yeah, but
I don't know what word you're trying to say.
That's the word, but not the word because it ends in a Y. It's the same word with a Y.
Incredulous?
Incredulity.
Incredulity. Right? Incredulity. I don't know.
Like, yeah, it's like, what the heck? That's 3 goals he's missed in one game. If that don't take the cake.
Well, that's actually it's referring to a winner of something, though, taking the cake.
Well, that's the actual origin, yes.
Yeah, that's the origin. So you actually won something. It doesn't have to be positive when it takes the cake. Correct. Whatever it is, you took the cake.
But the cool thing is the original phrase originated with cakewalk strutting competitions.
Yep. Which
were commonplace in the black community in the southern U.S. in the 19th and early 20th century, which is, of course,
cakewalks.
Time ago. Yeah. What would happen is couples would be judged on their style in the cakewalk, and the winners were said to have taken the cake, which was often the prize, and that was recorded as early as 1870.
Yep. So you've heard that phrase too.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
But anywho's, now I'm hungry. I need cake. You got any cake?
Good.
All you got is biscuits from the last show, don't you?
I have biscuits from the last show, probably laying around here somewhere. I have to dig them out.
All right.
But with that, I want to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
please subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. Go down to whathappened.world. Go to What Happened to Las Vegas Today. Go to Fun Guy the Entertainer Cooks for You. Go to our Facebook. You can find all that stuff there. Go to our Instagram. You can find all that stuff there. But I just want to say thank you all. Share. Go see our podcast. Go listen to our podcast.
No, you listen to those, yeah.
iTunes and Google Play. What Happened to the World Today? And with that, I want you to live every day, and we'll see you at the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.